Welcome to round 1 of the draft. It looks like we're facing VeraK, and let's see what we're opening hand. We won the die roll, and this is definitely a keep. We can just go Needle Spire, gets our red, and we can play our Mana Rock and turn 3 Gideon. That's one of the ways this deck can just win, especially against decks that aren't prepared to deal with an onslaught of 2/2s. And we can get a Smuggler's Copter down at some point. So, they're playing blue-black. So, hopefully they will tap out next turn for something. But we're just going to be playing our Talisman. So yeah, next turn we're going to play Gideon, make a dude. Follow up with probably Kranko the following turn. Oh, they might be the reanimation deck. If so, I'm happy we have that Swords to Plowshares. We'll see what they discard. Yeah, we probably actually have a decent matchup against the reanimation deck. That's not a reanimator target, so I'm curious on what their deck is trying to do. There's a Catastrophe, so if we draw 2 lands back to back, we can probably just end the game that way as well. But we're just going to start creating 2/2s. Are they like a blue-black tempo style deck? I'm curious now. Let's see what land they play next. Okay, so it's just, yep. Blue-black, oh, true name Nemesis. Okay. That's a good card. We'll play a Plains. What's protection for the player? This creature can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, or changed by anything controlled by that player. So we're just going to make another 2/2. Play our Kranko. And I think we'll keep Swords to Plowshares up, because if we draw a land... So, in the case where they attack Gideon, and they keep mana open, I think we can save Swords to Plowshares for whatever they play, and then just Wrath the board, as we should have a better board state. Or not Wrath the board, but Wrath the lands. Okay, and they're gonna snuff out the Kranko, it looks like. Maybe not. Okay. So now we know they have snuff out, so that'll change our decision calculus of what they try to do. Oh, they're just gonna cast it? Nope. That's fine. Ooh, that's going to be really good to Swords to Plowshares. We wait for it to tap just in case they have some sort of... Well, it would only be days, but still. Or some sort of... It's just better to let it attack first, and then we can Swords to Plowshares it. Yep, Gideon's down to 1. We draw Enlightened Tutor. So we can swing for 10. Which I think we do. Actually, we can swing for more. That would bring them down to... So that's 4, 9... Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Because that means if they attack with their true name Nemesis, they have to put something else on the board. And we don't need to develop anything. No, we want the Smuggler's Copter down this turn. We can always surprise them with Needle Spires later. Because with this attack, they go down to 9. Oh yeah, see, we just win. So, we saw them being blue-black. They seem to be tempo. But they also have a true name. We didn't see many creatures. We didn't really see much of their deck. So I'm leaning towards probably taking out Declaration. Yeah, we don't need Winds of Abandon in this matchup. We haven't seen a reason for it yet. We'll put in Journey to Nowhere instead. I don't think we need more Burn. I don't think we need to swap anything out, because in that game, if we just put a moat down while they were tapped out, they would need to have to bounce it and then do something else. So yeah, we'll just run that back. We're going second. We have Wall of Omens, another draw, and we can get a Getting of the Trials down. Yeah, I like this. We didn't see any flyers from them game 1. Okay, good to know they have Duress or Hand Disruption. Even with that, they basically have to take the moat here. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they have enough flyers that they don't actually care. This will actually be a revealing pick from them. They took the Smuggler's Copter. Well, we'll play our land and pass. Maybe they have additional discards, or they just don't think they can be the Smugglers. But this hand isn't good with Smuggler's Copter, so I'm curious on what they were thinking of doing. We'll just play our Wall of Omens and pass. I'm fine getting our Wall of Omens leaked. Unless they have more counter magic coming up. These decisions on what they're deciding to counter seem a bit suspect. The Copter was not good in this hand, and now they're countering a 0/4 wall, hoping that maybe we're not drawing lands. I wouldn't have done so, but we'll see what they play now. Okay, that makes more sense now. But if they want us to discard, I think we'll just discard the moat. Yeah. But now they're tapped out, they don't have an island, so we can play our Getting of the Trials. Which one do we want? No, because let's think about this for a second. So Getting of the Trials is only plus... Yeah, I think we'll do Gideon of the Trials first, because he can pump him. They're very equal. Actually, no. We want to play Gideon Blackbay first because of starting to charge up his ultimate. Because Gideon of the Trials is just going to sit there. The other option, the other thing to consider, I just realized, is they didn't know we had Blackblade. But both of our Gideons are safe from their Liliana. Yep, and we're just going to discard the planes here, because I want both of these cards. Okay, so now they're down to nothing as well. Enlightened Tutor is interesting. So, we first play our Gideon. They can attack it with the... Well, no, we can target the Mutavault with the plus. So yeah, we do that. If we need to, we probably just discard the Enlightened Tutor. Yep, make the Mutavault not do anything. That Lily's at 7. But honestly, if they ult Lily and have her die, that's fine. Let's see what they draw. Hopefully it's just a land. We'll just hit F5 because we're not doing anything. That's disgusting. At least they lose their Grimstone Mine, but that's rough for us. On the plus side, if they just try to play a creature, we get to Swords to Plowshare it. Okay, that's a Tar Pit. We'll discard our Enlightened Tutor. We'll have the Swords to Plowshares up for the Tar Pit. Hopefully they didn't draw a counter magic. What did they discard? They discarded a Swamp, okay. But they can animate their Mutavault, but if they do, that's fine. Whoops. Need to activate Gideon. That was a silly mistake. Activate Gideon. We attack Liliana. Oh, sweet, they just let it happen. Okay. I think that's a mistake on their part. They could have activated the Mutavault, forcing me to use my Swords to Plowshares on it. And now we're fine just discarding our Mountain, keeping our Swords to Plowshares up. Yep, so I'll discard the Mountain. On the plus side, they don't have an island yet, so their Creeping Tar Pit actually can't do anything. Brimaz would be a really good draw right now. That is not a good draw. We are so far away from playing that. And again, it's... X-Mage is being annoying. Maybe I accidentally had a 5 again, but we should be able to kill Liliana. Here we go. Don't accidentally skip through your turns. It's not good for them. Let me get you in a 4/4. Swing in. Deal with their value engine. Or kill their Mutavault. I'm actually fine with that, now that Liliana can't ult. We're fine with this block. Because we're just going to discard Chandra, so we have no need to rush on our Swords to Plowshares. Cool. That's fine. We just replay Gideon. This is getting annoying. Yep, they bounce Gideon. Play Gideon. We do the 0 because that's what would have happened. And then we pass. I'm just not going to use the buttons at all. I'll just pass through these turns because it's not that difficult and it makes it so we don't misplay. Okay, they got their Watery Grave. Yep. I'll activate the Tar Pit. We're tapped out this time, yep. Yep, I didn't see that line of play, but I think we still have to play the Gideon and try to force the Liliana. Yep, we discard our Chandra now. Needle Spires. I think we play they make us discard the swords, then we do, but we need that 4th mana for a lot of things. Pass the turn, because I can't do anything. Well, no, if they activate something. That seems incorrect. But we're not going to Swords to Plowshare it, because if they're just going to let us keep it up, we'll keep it up. Because if they want to keep the card they have in hand, they also have to not plus Liliana. And the 2 life isn't really going to matter that much. At this point, yeah, we're just going to keep it in hand. If we get a red land, which is very unlikely, yeah, we just keep the plains in hand here. Yep, each player discards a card. We'll discard the plains. The ideal draw is probably the Escape Elspeth costs 6, but if they're holding counter magic, not much we can do for that. Which they probably are. So the ideal draw is just a mountain. Declaration in Stone is not helpful. Yeah, we need to remove some of our removal for this deck, I think. Yep, they tap out. We do Swords to Plowshare now. I think they have counter magic in hand, but not much we can do. Yep, we'll discard our Declaration in Stone. Not that it was really doing much this game. Yeah, we'll want to substitute those in for the direct instant speed burn for their man lands, because it seems that's the only kill spell we've seen. Yep, and they hit us for 3. We need to draw one of our red sources, so Lily doesn't ult. Otherwise we'll lose 2 life, or 2 lands, but even then, it probably is the death and heal for us if that happens. Yeah, we should have removed the Shadow of the Sky too. We'll play it out. We also just drew poorly, I think, this game, but I think we have a better advantage here. Yep, discard our Shatter the Sky, they activate their land. Discard Rakdos Cackler. So they are, actually, just not in this game. They do have aggressive style creatures, but I don't think they ever have a board presence where I'll want to Wrath. I think we need to draw either a red land here or some sort of action. If it's just a land, we'll concede, because there's no way we're coming back when we're down 2 lands, given the clock. Yeah, we'll just concede this one. Okay, now that we know more of their deck, we'll take out Shatter the Sky. We're going to take out Declaration in Stone. We'll put in Incinerate and Burst Lightning. They don't really have any artifacts. A Johnny Vengeant might actually not be bad. Yeah, I like a Johnny Vengeant here. I like it over, I think, Chain Lightning. We need our removal to be instant speed against a lot of other things, and a Johnny can kill if they have a 3-power thing, or it can keep something tapped down. We're going first. We get to go Gideon Blackblade into a Johnny, but if they have a Duress, this hand's just bad. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan to do better. Yeah, this should be fine. We'll get rid of one of our Gideons. We'll keep, and hopefully we'll draw one of our planes, because we can't go down again. But I'd rather have this hand than the hand we had before. Plus, even if we draw one of the mountains, we can still play a Johnny. There's the Cackler. There's the plains. We're good. So yeah, next turn we'll just play Brimaz if he doesn't have any counter magic. We actually haven't seen. We saw Mana Leak. That's what we saw. Kite Sail Freebooter. Sure. That's good for us. I think they have to take the Ajani. Yep. Krenko. Krenko I like. Especially with a follow-up with Gideon. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yep, snuff out. So yeah, that's fine. They would have had to snuff out either of them. The only one that would have went around that is Gideon, but you don't play Gideon in that situation. Creeping Tar Pit, sure. Yep. You play Brimaz. Hopefully they don't have a go for the throat. If they do, we start to get in trouble. Or removal, really, for him at all. Another swamp, okay. Snapcaster. I don't think that works. Yeah. Yep. So the reason why that doesn't work as a rules interaction is you can't pay two alternative costs. So if I want to play the alternative flashback cost, I can no longer play the other one. Jitte is also pretty good. Yep, on freebooter. So we want one of our removal spells, because then we can play our Gideon and the removal spell. Warren Power Stone was probably our worst draw, or one of them. Yep, we'll do Brimez. I think we'll give Lifelink, because the other ones don't really matter. And we attack. Yeah, so now our next worst draw is going to be one of our 6 drops. Ideally, we just get one of our walkers again. Ideally, we just get the Burst Lightning, because then we can play the Ajani. That's what I'm hoping. Yep, they hit Gideon. Makes sense. Can't block. Oh. Really? Maybe they have a way to deal with Brimaz on the board already. Well, we'll pay away the mana rocks, I guess, because they'll get discarded otherwise. And I think we just... oh, sure. That's fine. So we attack with the cat. They tapped the Mutavault. So we'll attack with the cat soldier as well. So yeah, if we get one of our burn spells, I think we're still doing okay. Not very good, but okay. Because now if they draw land... And they have Snapcaster, that's the other issue. So we know they have Snapcaster in hand. And an unknown. I mean, we'll block the Cackler? Like, if they wanted to minuses on the Brimaz, that's fine. Is it? No, we let that go through. Wait, no, yeah, because they would have to... The Cackler would still die. Yeah, because the other cat also is there. So I'm fine with that. Because now, if they try to play something big and they let, like, the 3 cats go through, like, 2 burn spells can now do it. And now they're tapping out the Snuff out. Which is fine. Although with Jitte on the board, we're not going to be able to win the play things for long periods of time. So yeah, Arc Trail, I think if we plotted it, I don't remember. Let's view current deck. No, he left in the sideboard. So we want Incinerate, Journey to Nowhere, Burst Lightning, Swords to Plowshares, or Banishing Light. Yeah, and now the cat just blocks as well, but it's just gonna die. But still blocks. So... Are they gonna kill my cat soldiers now? I'm good with that. Pretty sure it's incorrect to do so, because they can just do this at any time. But I think for us to have a chance, we need to draw one of our walkers. Chandra would be glorious. That would actually win us this game, probably. Catastrophe is also good. And since they're tapped out... I'm just gonna pay for it all here. Next mage is being slow. But we'll destroy all creatures. Not destroying all lands. We get our Johnny back. which means if we can draw like a Swords to Plowshares, we can tap down one of their lands and then burn the other. But this is at least giving us a chance. Jeez. This treasure cruise has been really good for them both games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It means they can still equip with the Mutavault. Oh no, they can only activate the Mutavault, but they can't equip it. So at least that gives us... So if we draw removal still, we can still block, or we can still remove the Mutavault. Or if we draw Moat. Moat would be really good. Incinerate will do it. Cool. So we cast a Johnny. Now if they have counter magic in any form, we're not in a good position, but we already saw them use the mana leak. And we haven't seen anything else since. And if they want to do the Mutavault thing, that basically takes their entire turn. But we have to do it before they equip the Jitte, because otherwise they can just double pump, and that's not good. So I think at this point we just want one of our 4-mana walkers that start creating tokens. Or Elspeth. Or not Elspeth. 6-mana Chandra would also be good. We're not out of this yet, but we've cut them off of blue. Oh, that's right. They can't have a counterspell. We've cut them off of blue. Okay, we can incinerate him. 4. Yep, we let them play it. Wait for them to attack. Yep. Burn him out of the skies. Untap. Ooh, Elspeth's really good here. We'll take that life. Make ourselves a 1/1. X-Mage is running really slow right now, but nothing we can do about that. We'll keep creeping Tar Pit tapped down. That also brings us up to 5, so if they want to kill our Johnny or our Elspeth with the Mutavault, they will need an additional card in hand. I'll be right back. I have to go fill up my water. I'm back. Let's see what they draw. Elspeth, okay. That means without a land, they can't kill. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Probably hitting the Elspeth. Oh, Johnny. Oh, they want their blue back a lot. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. In terms of cards we want to draw, we want our Chandra, any of the other Elspeth. Moat would also be really good. Some of our burn would be nice. Yep, they have to get rid of the soldier. Yeah, I think if we draw that other Elspeth, we're winning. Or Chandra. We have a few draws that really do it for us. At this point, the clock, if the game goes long enough, will, but let's not try and count on that. Mountain we'll keep in hand. Fort has no use, and it'll be discard fodder for their Liliana. surprised they haven't drawn a blue source, so they're already halfway through their deck. I'm wondering what their deck construction looks like. Another swamp, that's good for us, because I don't think they have big... Yep. Yep, each player discards a card. Good with that. That's why we kept the mountain in hand, to see if we could bait that. Not really bait as much as just no reason not to. But yeah, Moat would do wonders. Chandra, I think, just wins out the game outright. Yep. Mutavault, equip the Jitte, attack Elspeth. Actually, at this speed, I might win off the clock. They're taking a lot of time. I hope it's not that. Yeah, see, even he thinks it. Yeah, so other 4-mana Elspeth is the ideal draw here. Because that'll bring us a bunch of 1/1s that we can just block with. Or we just keep getting lands. If that's the case, we'll just lose. But that's magic sometimes. So unfortunately at this point they can kill the Elspeth. But I guess we are due to draw some lands at this point. I think we've only discarded one. Yeah, we've been lucky on that regard. There they have their next island, which means they can start activating Creeping Tar Pit. Yep, there's Mutavault. I think they can also play the Creeping Tar, or activate the Creeping Tar Pit. 1, 2, 3, he comes. Yeah, you can do both. Which means they can just kill Elspeth without even having to attack the soldier. Unless they have some double blue counterspell, in which case they'll probably win. We'll see how they tap their mana. Yeah, they might have Brazen Borrow in hand or a bounce or a counter. What are Chandra's 3 at last? Oh, sorry, it's just a deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker. Yep. 2. Yep, cool. See if Elspeth goes down. Yeah, at this point even Chandra's not enough. We would have needed to have Elspeth there as well, because Chandra will only activate once. Oh, True Name Nemesis. So yeah, I really just need Moat. So Enlightened Tutor will help us do it. Moat will do it. I think those are the only two options. I think we have 2 turns to do so. Which means Enlightened Tutor is still an active draw this turn, but probably not next. Or we just keep getting lands. So we'll just pass back over. Yeah, the 3 lands back to back to back really hurt. I think if we would have gotten most other cards, although the GT means it has to be a walker. The fact that they got both of their man lands these games really hurt us as well. So right now I think it's just top deck mode because you removed the Wrath. That seems incorrect if their hand had Remand. Yeah, that would be incorrect, because now if I draw a Moat... Because I can't do anything to True Name Nemesis is the issue. Yeah, now it's just moat. And if we don't draw, we'll concede. If we do draw, we have to have a philosophical conversation on whether or not it's moral to win via time when you know you would 100% lose otherwise, but we'll see if we have to have that conversation. Yep, they get GT counters. Let's see what we draw. Burst lightning is not enough, we'll just concede. See you back for round 2.